Hi, Colin Jackson here, and just like to wish everybody who's been nominated a part of the Active Lancashire Awards the very best of luck. Now, you've got to be really proud of what you've achieved. You know, whether you're a business, whether you're a school, whatever you do, you're doing so much to help and improve your community. So well done in that sense. Keep the work going well, strong, get your region healthy and fit, and of course, all the best. Take care.
It's Becky Adlington here, full-time Olympic medalist swimmer, and I just want to say a huge well done to you all for being nominated for an Active Lancashire Award. Be proud of all you do to champion sport, health and inclusivity in your community. You guys are absolutely fantastic, so keep up the amazing work. Huge congratulations to you all again, and I hope you have a fantastic awards ceremony. Bye!
Hi everyone, it's Rachel Brown-Finnis, former England goalkeeper here, and Burn the Girl, of course. I just want to say congratulations to everybody who's been nominated for an Active Lancashire Award. Being here tonight, being nominated, means that you are one of Lancashire's best. Thanks for inspiring everybody around you throughout all the years that you've been involved in sport, and keep up the great work. Good luck for tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Active Lancashire Awards 2022 are here. Please welcome to the stage Active Lancashire's Chief Executive Adrian Leather and Gary McEwen, HR and Business Improvement Director at our headline sponsor, Interfloor.
Good evening. So I'd just like to start by wishing you all a warm welcome to here, where you're able to join us here at Blackburn Rovers. Really pleased that you've made it on quite a challenging night. And I'd like to say this is the first award ceremony that we've been able to hold over the last 2 years. So it's fantastic that we're able to come back together with our extended sport family for the first time since before the pandemic. And it's also, even though we've been running this event since 2000, it's our 20th awards, and we're really proud of the history and the legacy of these awards. And we're glad that some of our winners here tonight are actually going to be presenting some of the prizes tonight, and they're actually part of the Active Lancashire Board, some of our previous winners. So it really does illustrate that the extended sport family and the awards today is absolutely creating the future, leading the future of sport and physical activity across the county. So we're really pleased to return this year with a new brand, and I hope you do like the new brand, the Active Lancashire Awards, and that extends our family of recognition, building on what the Lancashire Sport Award was, and now reflecting our wider aim of making physical activity and sport accessible to everyone across our fabulous county. Our awards, they exist to celebrate the tremendous efforts of our finalists in leading significant improvement and change for individuals, teams and communities. Your energy and your talent is highly valued. It is valued. And it will be recognised and celebrated this evening through our awards and the publicity which we're going to ensure that you get tonight, so that you are celebrated within your communities, and you should be celebrated for all the great work that you do. Round of applause to you guys. And as you know, celebrating your contribution has never been more important to us. With all the challenges of the pandemic and now the cost of living crisis, and we are seeing growing inequalities of who can access opportunities to become physically active, engaged in sport. So your role as clubs, coaches, volunteers, schools and businesses in keeping our communities fit, active and well is so important for Lancashire and Lancashire's future. So congratulations to you. I have the favour to ask of everyone, and that is, if you feel inspired by our finalists tonight, and I hope that you will, I hope you will connect with them and their stories, could you let other people know about their experiences and their great work? Could you, if you're on social media, could you ensure that you spread the word? Could you ensure that you talk to your friends and families about the great work here tonight and the stories that you'll hear tonight? And that we can all celebrate being part of the family of sport. So finally, I'd just like to thank all our sponsors, and we've got some great sponsors here tonight, so it's been brilliant that you've been able to join us. We would not be able to showcase your achievements of our finalists without their commitment and support to this evening. And so we'd like to introduce our new headline sponsor, Interfloor, and I'll now hand over to Gary, who's a few words to say. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Adrian. I bet you're asking yourself two questions at the moment. First of all, why is an overweight Scotsman standing talking at a Lancashire event? And secondly, who on earth are Interfloor? So on the first one, whilst I was born a Scotsman, I've lived here over 20 years, and so a Scotsman by birth, but definitely a Lancastrian by choice. Secondly, Interfloor are Europe's largest manufacturer and supplier of carpet underlays, flooring underlays and accessories, based primarily in Lancashire, but also in southwest Scotland. Whilst you may not have heard of Interfloor, our products are literally everywhere, and in over 11 million homes across the UK. Chances are, if you're standing on a carpet, probably this one, you will be standing on our product underneath. And whilst you may not have heard of the company name Interfloor, I'm sure some of you may have heard of our leading brands, Durley, Treadier, Gripper Rods, and also our latest edition, Sonics, which is for acoustic installations. To put it in context, the kind of volume of what we produce, and it's an interesting venue that we're at, we produce, and if you think what's behind me, we produce enough underlay every 60 minutes to cover a full-size football pitch. So we're a large manufacturer. We've been on our current site in Hassenden in East Lancashire for over 70 years, but the reality is it's only the last couple of years where we've really focused on what we can give back. And so we developed our interactive programme, which has three key elements, what we like to call our 3 Cs. So the first one is commitment. Not only do we aim to support, but we also help to try and shape the local agenda. The second is careers. By forging strong partnerships between education and business, what we do is we build the workforce of tomorrow, full of opportunity for our children. And thirdly, but not least, is community. Communities are much richer for the involvement of all key stakeholders, local councils, local agencies, employers, community groups, and so on. I think it's fair to say that we're not a particularly active or sporting business, but our employees certainly are. And we've got a long tradition of involvement in local clubs and events and activities. And today we boast coaches, we boast runners, we boast martial arts, we boast Ironmen, we boast footballers, and we even boast a triathlete who unfortunately can't be with us tonight because he's actually in the Middle East competing on behalf of Great Britain as a senior. It's an absolute pleasure for Interfloor to be headline sponsor of the Active Lancashire Awards and to support the absolutely fantastic work, not just done by Active Lancashire, but also every club, group, school and organisation that's represented here tonight. We wish all the participants tonight good luck, but let me leave you with this. Irrespective of the outcome tonight, you are all truly winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary, for those inspiring words there. So up next, we've got some entertainment for you to enjoy with your meal. But I'd like to close by just wishing you and all our finalists the best of luck tonight. I've got to say that the judging panel, and everybody always says this, but we've really had to deliberate. So you will see, as well as the main awards, we've got quite a few highly recommended, and that just illustrates the standards that we were working with this year. So I'd like to thank you all for your applications and your support for this event. You should be proud to be here and the contribution that you made to Lancashire. So I'd just like to finish by saying congratulations and thank you to you and the team behind this event this year. Thank you.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes, I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building them castles way up high, just the two of us, you and I. Look for love, no time for tears, wasted water's all that is. It don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building them castles way up high, just the two of us, you and I. Look for love, no time for tears, wasted water's all that is. It don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building them castles way up high, just the two of us, you and I. I see the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall. It becomes a morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I'll see the morning sun, I wanna be that one with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building them castles way up high, just the two of us, you and I, just the two of us. We can make it just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us. We can make it just the two of us, you and I.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I trust that you've had a wonderful meal. I too am fit to burst. And you are all looking beautiful this evening too. Welcome along to the Active Lancashire Awards 2022. It's great to have so many faces in here this evening. So a bit of housekeeping just to start off with. In the very unlikely event of a fire, please just follow the green lights, which obviously are at the emergency exits, and they will take you outside as well. So all should be good. But now that that's done, it is so great to see so many of you here tonight, and as we host the awards at Ewood Park for the very first time. Over the past 20 years, these awards have been run in venues of all different types across Lancashire, but this is the first time in over a decade that we've run it in a venue that is dedicated to sport and activity, and we thought that many of you would appreciate that, and hope that you agree this is a very fitting venue for tonight's event. Any Blackburn fans in the house? That's quite lucky. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, no, I'll move on, absolutely. So as we know, we've got a new venue, we've got a new name, and our awards as well include a few extra categories this year. They've all been added to kind of reflect the factors that have been impacting the health of everyone here in Lancashire within recent years. I mean, I'm sure you'll be as excited as I am to find out who the winners of this very first category are. There are 3 new categories, actually, as part of our full list of 12 awards this evening, all designed to recognise the diverse range of amazing work taking place across Lancashire within sport and physical activity. So from young and lifetime achievers through to community projects and clubs, we have so many fantastic stories to tell tonight, and we aim to share a lot of them with you. In fact, if you want to have a little read up, then you can do about every single one of our finalists in the event programme that is on your table. And you're already a superstar if you're in this room tonight, because most of you have been competing against others in the districts to win your local awards, and we have an impressive 120 finalists in this room. So can we give them a round of applause, please? So you may have noticed, or you might be sitting on it, that there were some padded envelopes in the tables, red and green, festive already. I think it's 37 days till Christmas. And they have featured the names of everyone who's made our shortlists and a note to say to refrain from opening them until you've been asked. Has anybody opened them? Oh, well done. I wouldn't have resisted temptation. But now, if you have resisted that temptation, now is the time to open them with a flurry of excitement, I'm certain. I'll give you a good 2 or 3 seconds before I ruin it and tell you what's in it. For all those that haven't had the green or red packages, let me tell you that the envelopes contain framed finalist certificates for all of the nominees, which is a lovely little touch, isn't it? So congratulations then to all of you for making it to our awards tonight and being the best in the county. In fact, you're all so fantastic at what you do that our judging panel has had a real difficult job, actually, and struggled to choose just one person in some of the categories, which means that in tonight's categories, some of them have a highly commended alongside your overall winner as well. So we need to be listening up, people. You see, I know you might have had a drink, but you need to keep on the ball. When your category's announced, all the nominees are going to be listed on the big screens beside me, and then obviously at the back as well if you're facing the opposite direction. And due to there being so many nominees tonight, you can read more about their achievements of everybody on the shortlist within that event programme that I mentioned that was on your table earlier. And then from the list, we'll reveal any highly commended nominees for that category first. And if you hear that you've won a highly commended award, please make your way straight to the stage, and then you'll be ushered onto the stage where you can receive your trophy for this. Following any highly commended awards, obviously there will be the category's winners as well, and they will be named. And again, if you come to the stage, if you would like to enter stage centre there, that would be lovely. And then I'll have a few questions and answers for you as well. That'll be nice. And then obviously, whether or not you receive a highly commended or a winner's award, when you leave the stage, you will be led to a room where there is an official photography site. Yes. So if you haven't already done your hair or practiced your best smiles, this is the time to do it, okay? And talking of photos, if anybody like me has already been on their social media tonight, if you are using any and if you're sharing them, please use the hashtag ActiveLanks22 and tag our Active Lancashire account into the post so we can repost our favourites. Again, make sure you look good. It could be reposted. And last but not least, we are so grateful to all of our sponsors for making tonight possible. And you'll get to meet loads of these because they're going to be on stage doing a lot of the presenting of the awards as well this evening. So, without further ado, shall we get started? I'm sure you've heard enough of me already. So our first category is one of the new ones. It's the Active Workplace of the Year Award. And as you know, Obviously, the pandemic changed the way that many of us work, and, well, it's had major impacts on our physical and our mental health of the employees across Lancashire. I mean, it's still having an impact now. And we've introduced this award to recognise businesses that have gone the extra mile to support the health and well-being of their employees or supported their communities in becoming more active. And this award is sponsored by the Business Health Matters, and we'd like to welcome their operations manager, Beth Kay, to the stage to present this. Beth, if you want to come up. This is the first of its kind in the country. The Business Health Matters programme has developed to support local businesses, is improving the health of their employees, and it helps staff to be happier, to be healthier, and to be more resilient, resulting in reduced absence costs and lower staff turnover rates. So now, Beth, we're going to watch the screen and watch our nominees.
Our nominees for Active Workplace of the Year, sponsored by Business Health Matters, are Sporting NRG, Blackpool Coastal Housing, Land Registry Filed Office, UCLAN, Leyland Trucks. Our Active Workplace of the Year nominees.
So you're looking very sparkly. Are you ready? Because there are actually two. There's a highly commended, as the judges found it very difficult to whittle it down to just one. So would you please give us the highly commended for this award?
Yep. Best of luck. So the highly commended is Leyland Trucks.
Our highly commended award goes to Leyland Trucks. Leyland Trucks are proactive in running health-related events with health checks, including a Stop Smoking Day that helps several colleagues quit. They also run a Cycle to Work scheme, and their charity, Helping Hands, ran a Guildwheel Cycle Challenge to raise money for St Catherine's. The company also offers an employee health scheme that includes access to an on-site physio and chiropodist, discounts for dental and optical care, and access to 24-hour health helplines. Our highly commended Active Workplace, Leyland Trucks.
Well done, Leyland Trucks. If you would like to make your way over to where Greta is, she's just waving at you over there. Congratulations, and you'll be having your photo taken very soon, ladies. Congratulations. And, well, Beth, it's now on to the winner. Who is our winner this evening of our first award?
And the winner is Blackpool Coastal Housing.
Our winner for Active Workplace of the Year goes to Blackpool Coastal Housing. This award is for their work improving mental and physical health in the workplace. The organisation signed up to the Time to Change pledge, retaining a workplace champion network who meet to share good practice, and several of their staff have completed mental health first aid training. They support the running costs of Blackpool Samaritans, and recently 4 staff from the organisation undertook accredited training to facilitate workplace physical activity, with events since then including after-work walks, team rounders games, and participation in the Trinity Hospice Colour Run. They share a regular wellbeing newsletter internally that showcases the activities of staff, alongside healthy recipes and more. Colleagues can attend their annual wellbeing event for health MOTs and other support. Our winner of the Active Workplace of the Year, Blackpool Coastal Housing.
Well done, guys. Come on in, come on over. Congratulations. The first guys to ever win this award as well. So what was the reason that you changed the way that the workplace was? Was it purely because of the pandemic, or is this something that you've been sort of planning for a while, the goodness and the well-health and well-being of your people that work there?
We started with the mental health with Time to Change before the pandemic, and then we've kind of broadened out, haven't we, Denise?
In line with the staff and the staff's well-being and feedback from the staff around things that they wanted to do, so we developed it.
And how have you find that with your staff? Like, they must have a new lease of life and things like that. Can you definitely see the changes?
Yeah, we're just cycling to Qatar across the organisation, and the number of people who got involved has really surprised us, so it's great to get more people involved and more active.
And would you suggest that all businesses do things like this and implement this into their workplaces as well?
Yes, most definitely. It keeps morale of staff up and keeping them engaged, especially in organisations like ours where we've got a lot of lone working staff. So to keep them part of the organisation and keep the culture up, doing something like this helps them to bond and build up on, and keep them relationships going.
Well, it's a great start, and thank you very much for your continued hard work. Blackpool Coastal Housing, everybody.
I'm just going to sneak behind you. There you go.
Thank you very much as well. So since 2007, Blackpool Coastal Housing have been responsible for managing 5,000 properties on Blackpool Council's behalf. And they've just introduced as well their Warm Welcome Community Hub events as well, doing great stuff, as you can tell. So on to our next award. It's our Club of the Year award. I know. So this is given to an active and well-run sports club that has undertaken great work in running development programs which attract and retain their participants, particularly those for underprivileged and represented groups, and which help their members to develop their sports potential. To present this award, we'd like to welcome on stage Andrea Pollard. So Andrea, hello, is the Events and Partnership Manager for Burnley Leisure and Culture, a registered charity with a passion for promoting sport and culture in the borough. They provide health, well-being, sport and cultural experiences to enrich lives and communities, as well as enhance social cohesion, employment and learning opportunities. Andrea is responsible for the Active Burnley Awards as well, one of the district events in the borough, where the winners were automatically shortlisted for tonight's event. So a warm welcome to you, Andrea. Thank you for joining us today. And let's first of all take a look at our finalists.
The nominees for Club of the Year are LSSA Fishmoor Water Sports, Blackpool Netball Club, Pendle Forest Orienteers, Chorley Infernos, Freckleton and Wharton Running Club, Accrington Swimming Club, Cockerham Juniors FC, West Craven Warriors, Typhoons RUFC, Longridge Netball Club, Casked Runners, Lostock Hall Juniors Football Club, St Chad's Tennis Club. Our Club of the Year finalists.
We've got some rowdy ones in, haven't we? The netballers in particular, I like it. Yeah. Andrea, so with this award as well, the judges found it very difficult, so we do have a highly commended for you to announce first. So would you announce the highly commended Club of the Year when you're ready?
Yes. A big well done to Pendle Forest Orienteers.
Our highly commended Club of the Year are Pendle Forest Orienteers. The club has encouraged members and their families to use the Beat the Street game to help with fitness, navigation skills and connect with others. As a result of Beat the Street, the club has developed town centre trails, creating maps and signs for shop windows, which encourage people to explore the town centre. The club is currently mapping additional parks for the public to take part in trails virtually, which not only encourages healthy activity, but also attracts more visitors to the town's outdoor spaces. Our highly commended Club of the Year, Pendle Forest Orienteers.
Congratulations, guys. You found your way to the stage. Of course you did, your Orienteers. If you could find your way over there to Martha, she will take you to the wonderful photo room and you can display that and get your pictures taken as well. Congratulations, guys. Our highly commended winners there, which means, Andrea, you have another envelope this time. It is for the winner. Please do the honours when you're ready.
Typhoons RUFC.
Our winners for this year's Club of the Year award are Typhoons RUFC. Typhoons RUFC will soon be celebrating its 5th anniversary as Lancashire's only inclusive rugby club, having grown to support over 80 members from across the county. The club goes to great lengths to ensure inclusion, breaking down barriers that may prevent participation by people from different backgrounds, including those in the LGBT communities, people who are out of work, or those with disabilities. During the pandemic, the club launched a hardship fund for members and ran online events to maintain social interaction. It has played an active part in securing housing for members facing homelessness and supported others to apply for jobs. Typhoons RUFC, our Club of the Year winners.
Congratulations, fellas. I should have guessed that you were a rugby player, shouldn't I, really? So nearly 5 years, but you have survived and grown through the toughest of times. What is the secret to your success?
Just engaging with our members, finding out what our members really want and what's going on, and kind of helping them through the difficult times that we've had recently. So we surveyed all our members at the start of the pandemic just to see what was kind of going on, what their thoughts were. So we then invented a program called Tackle It, which tackled mental health, any physical effects that they've had of the pandemic. We gave some funding from Comic Relief, actually, and each member had about £75 to spend on their own needs that they needed as well.
Wonderful. Well, obviously, rugby union is a very difficult sport physically, and obviously you need the mental resilience as well, because, you've got the cold, hard training sessions, which don't seem too nice. But how do you keep your members motivated?
So we keep them motivated by making sure that they feel part of our team. So, like I said earlier, we ask how they're feeling, what we can do to help improve their experience of the Typhoons. And the Typhoons is just one big family. We're not just a union team, we're a touch rugby as well. So we welcome everyone from any walks of life, from any sexuality, any gender, any age. Everyone's just made to feel really welcome at the Typhoons.
Well, continue doing what you're doing, because you're obviously making a massive difference in the community. Our Club of the Year, the Typhoons at RUFC. Well done, guys. If you want to go and get your photo taken. And thank you very much as well. So the Typhoons, so many positive reviews as well, rating their skilled coaches, their friendly, down-to-earth manner as well. And they say they welcome all abilities, shapes, sizes and sexuality. So if anybody fancies joining in, then do chat to their fellas this evening as well. So our next award is for Young Achiever. Now, this award is for some of the most talented performers aged 21 and under from across the county who show exceptional dedication to their sport, who have the potential to, or who have already performed at the highest level. And nominations have been encouraged from those who have represented their country, their region, or even further in their chosen sport. And I'd like to welcome back, we saw him before, Gary McEwen. He's the HR and Business Improvement Director of our headline sponsor, Interfloor. Welcome back to the stage, Gary. Are you bringing with you some special people? Is that a little... Oh, righty-ho. Look forward to that. But first of all, I'd like to tell you a bit more about Interfloor. Obviously, you spoke to them before. But they're also the sponsors of the Young Achiever Award. They chose this category as part of their ongoing aim to offer more life opportunities to local people and local young people in particular, which has included running mock interviews, that's right, to help prepare older children for work and supplying local schools as well with recycled materials for play areas. So a big thank you for all that as well. And let's now take a look at the VT of our finalists.
Our shortlist for the Young Achiever Award, sponsored by Interfloor. Grace Moss, Blackburn. Owen Boys, Blackpool. Liberty Heap, Burnley. Adnan Miakel, Chorley. Amelia Duran, Fylde. Charlie Chadwick, Hyndburn. Charlotte Holmes, Pendle. Nathan Holmes, Preston. Harris Bosworth Hussain, Ribble Valley. Imogen Webster, Rosendale. Hannah Snape, South Ribble. Honey Harrison, Wyre. Our Young Achiever of the Year nominees.
Well, as you can tell from all the cheers and the whooping, there's clearly a lot of strong contenders in this category, which means that we have a highly commended as well, Gary. So would you like to let us know who is going to be our highly commended winner?
I think you've heard enough from me tonight. So I'm not going to present the awards. But what I have done is I brought two special people to us. And it's really important for this category because these are our young achievers. So we brought two of our apprentices. So to do the highly recommended, Jamie.
Watch your head, David. Go on then, David. Who is a highly commended Young Achiever of the Year?
Charlotte Holmes.
This year's Young Achiever Award highly commended goes to Charlotte Holmes for her achievements in skiing. As well as being a volunteer instructor and coach at Pendle Ski Club, Charlotte has represented Great Britain's children's team in international ski competitions aged 15 and 16. In a competition in the Czech Republic, she achieved third place in slalom skiing, and in spring 2022, she won the junior overall Alpine champion title at the British Alpine Championships in France. Charlotte is a fantastic skier, and her achievements have earned her a place on the Great Britain Snow Sports Squad, taking place in races overseas. Our highly commended young achiever, Charlotte Holmes.
Congratulations, Charlotte. Thank you very much. She just told me that she came a few years ago with her brother and he didn't win anything, so now she's got one-upmanship, so that's brilliant. So we're on to our second, so it is the winner then, Gary. Who are we bringing on stage?
So for the winner, can we have Neve?
Hi, Neve. She's got the very important envelope of the Young Achiever of the Year. Let us know who the winner is.
So, the winner is Liberty Heap.
The winner of this year's Young Achiever of the Year category, sponsored by Interfloor, is Liberty Heap. In the last 12 months, Liberty has balanced studying A-levels while being a full-time professional cricketer for the North West Thunder Lancashire team. Liberty was selected for North West Thunder's tour of Dubai alongside the Lancashire men's team this year. It was the first time in English cricket history that a county club had both men's and women's squads on tour together. At the end of the season, she played in the England and Wales Cricket Board School Games T20 competition. The 3-day competition was for the best under-19 female cricketers in the country. Liberty's team reached the final and came out on top, with Liberty scoring the highest individual score of 87 from 53 balls. Liberty also recently captained the Stonyhurst cricket team and became the first female captain in their long history. Our Young Achiever Award winner, Liberty Heap.
Well, as you can tell, this isn't Liberty. This is Liberty's dad, Ben, who obviously has got quite a lot to do behind the scenes when it comes to Liberty's success. Do you think she'll be chuffed with this award?
Yeah, absolutely. She'll be made up.
And does she follow in your footsteps? Was it you that got her into cricket, or...?
Yeah, I do play. Only at amateur level. She's much more talented than me.
And obviously, as I was reading in the programme before, she was studying her A-levels and being like a professional cricketer as well. What was the stress level like in your house?
Very high.
I can only imagine. And obviously, she has achieved so much at such a young age already. What is next on the agenda for Liberty?
Well, she's actually just been selected for the Under-19 World Cup squad in January in South Africa.
Wow. And where is she tonight?
She's training at Loughborough for England tonight. That's why she's not here.
Well, please send her our love and our best wishes. Congratulations to her. On behalf of Liberty Heap, it's her dad, Ben. And thank you as well to our wonderful young apprentices. My job's under pressure, isn't it now? Thanks, Gary. Okay, right, our next award, Primary School of the Year. It's a coveted one, isn't it? This award is given to a primary school that's gone above and beyond to support their pupils' physical and mental health, providing varying opportunities to access provision regardless of their ability. And to present this award, please welcome April Oldfield to the stage as an Active Lives Development Officer from Active Blackpool. April is in the team responsible for running the Active Lives Community Awards in the borough, and all the winners from that were automatically shortlisted for tonight's event. So welcome to the stage, April, and let's take a look at our finalists.
Our finalists for Primary School of the Year are Avondale Primary School, Holy Family, Padiham Primary School, St Joseph's Withnell Primary School, Clifton Primary School, Baxenden St John's, Trumacarn Nursery and Community Primary School, St Andrew's Church of England Primary School, Lostock Hall Community Primary School, Breck Primary School. Our Primary School of the Year finalists.
I think some of the teachers have been letting their hair down, don't you? So then, April, if you would do us the great honour of letting us know who the winner of Primary School of the Year is, please.
Winner of tonight's Primary School of the Year is Baxenden St John's.
Our winner is Baxenden St John's Church of England Primary School. The school worked hard during the pandemic to ensure children of key workers and home learning families could access physical activity. This included a virtual sports day in 2020 that children at home could participate in alongside peers attending school. As they returned to school in bubbles, students participated in personal best challenges, allowing all pupils to perform and achieve at their own level. The school adjusted its curriculum to include a term of mindful yoga, and a skipping workshop provided pupils with skills and ideas to use at playtimes. 2 wellbeing warriors continue to work with Year 6 students to improve physical, mental and social health. Post-pandemic, students have continued to take part in face-to-face inter-competitions, with after-school skills sessions building confidence and resilience. Our winner, Baxenden St John's Church of England Primary School.
Clearly everybody thinks that you're a very worthy winner. Are you one of the teachers there?
Yeah, I'm the PE lead.
Lovely. And why do you think that you guys won? I know that you were at the back, so you probably thought you weren't going to win, didn't you? But what makes your school so special?
The children, ultimately. They're absolutely fantastic. They're really enthusiastic. And when we won the local round, a lot of people congratulated me as a PE lead, and I kept saying it's not mine, it's the children's trophy. They're the winners. Because as PE lead, I can put on as many events as I want. I can do things to the curriculum, I can do extracurricular things, but ultimately if the children don't participate, we've got nothing. And they are fantastic, they're great, right from the very little ones, right to our Year 6s, right up to the leadership that they take part in as well.
And how come you do put such a huge emphasis on physical activity? I know that obviously at primary school it's all about the mental as well, but what do you think that the physical activity does for the youngsters?
I think for me it's because it's the only subject in the curriculum that touches physical, emotional and social well-being. And after the few years that we've had, that's highly important now, even if it wasn't before. And it's giving children that interest at the younger years. So if they take that through to their teenage years and then take it through to adult life, then they're sorted for life. They've got something to fall back on being active and healthy.
And after 2 horrible years, how nice is it to be back doing what you do best in the classroom and out in the fields with the kids?
Yeah, it's amazing. It does feel really, really good. It does kind of feel a little bit that the lockdown was such a long time ago, even though it wasn't, but it does feel really great to be back in and having everybody involved.
Well, you're obviously giving kids a wonderful start in life. Another round of applause for our Primary School of the Year. Congratulations, guys. Thank you very much as well, April. Wonderful, worthy winners, and so committed, aren't they? Right, up next, from primary to secondary school of the year. Yes, more teachers having fun tonight. This award is given to a secondary school that has excelled in school, sport and physical activity over the past 12 months. Community links, inclusion and the impact of sport has made them stand out over this past year. And to present this award, we'd love to welcome Lynn Horner from Active Lancashire's board to the stage. So Lynn has worked in education for over 35 years, being head at schools in Cheshire and Lancashire, where she received a presentation from the Mayor for services to education in Blackburn and Darwin. And throughout her career, Lynn has worked on various sport associations and charity community groups as well. She's passionate about all sports, but is also a strong advocate of outdoor activities that make the most of the beautiful countryside that we have in Lancashire. So Lynn? Where are you, Lynn? Welcome on stage. We will just take a quick look at our finalists.
Our nominees for Secondary School of the Year are Park Community Academy, Colclough Academy, St Michael's Church of England Academy, Lytham St Anne's High School, Mount Carmel Roman Catholic High School, Christ the King Catholic High School, Lostock Hall Academy, Garstang Community Academy. Our Secondary School of the Year finalists.
They were a bit louder than the primary school ones, weren't they? Right, when you're ready, Lynn, please let us know the winner.
Congratulations to Christ the King Catholic High School.
Our winning secondary school is Christ the King Catholic High School. Their PE department's main aim is to engage all in sport, both at an inter-school level or recreationally. The department gets high participation rates in extracurricular activities, and enter every Preston league possible. GCSE rates for PE have improved year on year since 2016, and an increasing number of students are going on to study PE and sport in further education. During the pandemic, the school developed activities students could take part in from home, including a popular weekly challenge to beat the teacher. These challenges were everything from how many keepy uppies were possible to using a daily walk to draw an object on maps. This is the tip of the iceberg, with the school running a number of other community-focused and inclusive activities, and students achieving good results in school games. Our winner, Christ the King Catholic High School.
It's the rowdy table that won, I like it. So I love your ethos. So why is it important to make sport accessible to everyone?
Do you know what? A lot of our kids come from families who generally don't have that sort of sporting background. They don't have the parents that will take them to fixtures, get them out there, train them up. So everything that sort of our school does is we provide as many opportunities as possible for all our students to sort of have that opportunity in sport that they won't get elsewhere.
And how important do you feel that sport is in creating well-rounded youngsters?
Oh, massively. I'm going to pass this to Laura because I'm not very good at this.
I said, have you had a drink? She went, no, that's why I don't want to talk.
For our kids in particular, it's a massive part of them. You know, they need to have all of that, everything to do with teamwork and leadership and everything just really helps our kids to progress through and across the school with everything.
And I was reading, so I've got to ask, who fared better then in the Beat the Teacher challenges? Was it the students or was it yourselves?
Definitely the students. Wasn't us.
Oh, look at that. No, there's a dispute. But you are well and truly a huge team and you're so committed to your pupils. Thank you very much and continue the great work. It is our secondary school of the year. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Oh, you got to have your photo taken. Then you can get on the wine. It's fine. Right, we have one more award before we take a little quick break for our raffle this evening, which I'll tell you more about in a bit. And this award is for Volunteer of the Year. Oh, I know. Now, to hand out tonight's award, I would like to welcome someone that, if you've been to these awards before, you might actually recognise. Zuleika Sheikh to the stage. Now, Zuleika joined Active Lancashire's board last year. She recently, this is an incredible CV, she recently started a PhD at Loughborough University, exploring minority ethnic women's experiences on sport leadership programmes. She's also researching race, ethnicity and gender in sports governance to understand lived realities of minority ethnic women in decision-making roles. And you also advise the English Football Association on the Asian inclusion strategy through the Asian Women in Football National Steering Group. And it is worth noting as well that I first met you in 2019, didn't I, when you won the Volunteer of the Year award back then. So welcome back. Lovely to have you join us today. And let's take a look at the VT and see who our finalists are.
The nominees for Volunteer of the Year are Zora Sarfraz, Jacob Scott, Jenny Morris, John Buchanan, Simon Brewer, Sue Sinclair, Shane Gregson, Rose Simpson, David Clamp, Sophie Tack, Olivia Lomax, Keith Winder, Faye Allerton, Susan Ashton. Our Volunteer of the Year nominees.
And much like in your year when there were many, many worthy winners, we do have a highly commended winner. So, Zuleika, when you are ready, if you would like to tell us who has won the highly commended.
The winner of the highly commended is Zora Sarfraz.
We'd like to recognise Zora Sarfraz with a highly commended trophy. Zora has volunteered for Z's Defence Academy since it opened in 2018 and is a committed student. She is a true advocate in her community, assisting to deliver sessions 3 times a week. Zora spotted girls who were being bullied in her school and gave them confidence, encouraging them to attend sessions to develop self-defence skills. Zora will be progressing to become a boxing instructor so she can teach even more girls. Highly commended, Zora Sarfraz.
I know that Zora's not here tonight. Where is she?
She's unfortunately had a bereavement in the family, so she's not been able to be here.
Well, please give her our love. And you're from Zed's Academy, are you?
That's me.
Yes, indeed. Well, congratulations. Coming soon. And well done. Pass on our love, please. So, right. An award that you know very well. Can you please tell us who the Volunteer of the Year is?
The winner is Shane Gregson.
The winner of this year's Volunteer of the Year award is Shane Gregson. Shane supports and develops 2 running groups within Hindburn, Wilkinson's Warriors and Recovery Runners. He is an advocate for men's mental health and is a mental health ambassador for both groups, following a course he took during lockdown. Recovery Runners is a group of social runners, riders and ramblers of all abilities who meet to exercise while talking about issues that are affecting them in a safe and non-judgmental environment amongst like-minded people, building a support network between them. Attendees are in recovery from a range of different issues. Shane completed a community run leader course to ensure the safety of groups he leads and supports. He is always willing to support runners who are struggling, plans routes, organises outings and picks up people without transport. Our Volunteer of the Year, Shane Gregson.
You're quite shocked, aren't you, Shane? But you are a star. You don't just run one, but you run 2 groups. So what is your motivation?
It's just helping people, really.
And how important do you feel like in this time, obviously through COVID and everything, it is positive to have so many things like this in the community?
Well, if it weren't for like everyone here, like helping other people and stuff like that, there'd be nothing really, would there?
Yeah, but you give up so much of your time and dedication to this. What made you want to get involved?
Well, I had a lot of bereavement myself, so it was just like to get help and it's like sort your head out, really, wasn't it?
Being outdoors is massive therapy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we are thrilled for you, and go and find somewhere nice to put your award. It's our Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations to Shane, and thank you so much for joining us again, Zuleika. The next award we have is the Individual Contribution to Active Communities Award. You will notice that this is a brand new award to the collection. And this award is given to an individual of any age who's gone the extra mile within their community to support others in participating in physical activity. Nominations have been encouraged from non-traditional sports clubs and backgrounds as well. And this award is sponsored through the Challenge Through Sport initiative. And I'd love to welcome their operations manager, Jane Moody, to the stage to present this tonight. We may need to pad a moment as I think she's powdering her nose. We found her. Looking ravishing. I love that we sent out a search party for you. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Jane. The Challenge Through Sport initiative helps build the confidence and the resilience of its participants, helping them to build up that resilience to substance misuse. It includes working with those with mental health issues and those within the criminal justice system, as well as their family and friends. So now that we found you, Jane, let's listen to the finalists and roll VT.
Our finalists for contribution to active communities individual are Stuart Parker and Peter Sculper, Anthony Barrett, Ted Pemberton, Sheila McCulley, Amanda Durin, Sarah Charmer, Stuart Nevin, Louise Violet, Paul Cotterill, Julie Brooks, our individual contribution to active communities nominees.
I know, it's very bright, isn't it? And I think we're in HD as well, so showing all our wrinkles. Right, are you ready to tell me the winner of this award?
And the winner is Julie Brooks.
Our winner for the individual contribution to active communities is Julie Brooks. Julie runs a gentle exercise class for seniors and considers the needs of every individual. She also takes part in and supports charity and information events, providing free sessions for her community. She regularly completes new courses to ensure her knowledge is up to date and is supportive to various needs, including autism, dementia, mental health and diabetes, making her sessions inclusive and accessible to all. Julie runs her classes each week full of energy, and the safe environment she provides not only helps attendees be active, but helps them socialise too. Following the pandemic, a lot of members were concerned about returning to social groups, and Julie responded by offering smaller classes and also calling to check in on members who might have been isolated. She recently added sessions especially for people with dementia to her portfolio and is currently completing an SEND qualification. Our winner, Julie Brooks.
Sadly, Julie can't be with us tonight, but we've got Louise Rothwell with us instead. So, Louise, how do you know Julie?
Just through the Wire Awards. I met her on the day that we got our certificate at the council.
And so obviously you know her. How come you think that she's such a driving force? What is it about her that just she won't let things go?
She's not judgmental in the slightest. She wants to motivate especially the elder generation and just support everyone to be active in any shape, form or ability that they can do it.
And are you surprised by how well received all of her activities and things have become?
Yeah, she's got so many fans. So, yeah, she does amazing.
And are you going to tell her, or are you just going to take that award home for yourself?
Who knows?
Well, please do pass on the award, because she might otherwise get us in trouble. But thank you very much for joining us on stage tonight and picking it up. Please say congratulations to Julie from us and go and have your photos taken, ladies. Thank you very much. Okay, our next award, the group contribution to active communities. And this is the award given to a group that has gone above and beyond within their community to support others to participate in physical activity, providing alternative and innovative opportunities that have made a difference. And nominations have once again been encouraged from non-traditional sports clubs or backgrounds. And to present this award, I'd love to welcome a Progress Housing Group to the stage. And Progress told us that they wanted to sponsor this award as a significant part of their work involves investing in local groups, projects and activities. And by giving people the support they need, they aim to create stronger communities and offer more opportunities to tenants and residents. Welcome on stage. Let's first of all watch the video and see who our finalists in this category are.
This year's nominees for the Contribution to Active Communities Group Award, sponsored by Progress Group, are Zed's Defence Academy, Blackpool Football Therapy, Carly's Angels, AFC Filed Community Foundation, Baxenden Running Bugs, Morecambe Community Runners, Philip Wright, Crown Green Bowling Academy, Community Network and Outreach Service, Ribble Valley and South Ribble. Together we can do. Our group contribution to active communities nominees.
And the winner is Philip Wright, Crown Green Bowling Club.
Our winner is Philip Wright, Crown Green Bowling Academy. The group was set up in 2012 with key aim to introduce people of all backgrounds to the inclusive sport, which is played by people of all ages and abilities. The Academy runs Saturday morning coaching sessions, which provide a fun introduction using colourful targets and obstacles, more like a crazy golf course than the traditional game of bowls. Their success led to the group needing to renovate a second green at Alconcoats Park in Colne. The Academy has developed into one of the largest Crown Green facilities and clubs within Lancashire, with 130 members, and is represented by 13 teams in leagues throughout Lancashire and Yorkshire. The club boasts 7 Level 1 coaches working alongside 2 Level 2 coaches, where there are only 6 within Crown Green Bowls across the entire UK. Our winner, Philip Wright Crown Green Bowling Academy.
I love that I just said, so we were expecting to win. They went, no, because it's a bit of a random sport, actually. So how has this project then impacted your community?
It's involving a lot of people, and it's just growing and growing and growing.
Have you been surprised, because you say it is a random sport, how big it has become?
In this area at the moment, all over Lancashire, yes, it's a big up-and-coming thing.
And is it something that everybody can get involved in, or do you need a bit of skill?
No, anybody from 5 to 105 and anybody else in between.
And obviously, to keep it going and the size that it is now, you've got some very clearly dedicated members and coaches as well. Would you like to say anything to them this evening?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank all the coaches and all the volunteers. It's the volunteers that make all these clubs tick. And, well, go on.
Yeah, no, it is. It's the volunteers. Without the volunteers across all sports in Lancashire, the sporting environment would be in a much worse place.
Well, that is very true, isn't it? And they look shocked, but they also look incredibly happy. Well done, guys. You are the group contribution to Active Communities winner and the first of your kind as well. So if you go and get your photo taken, take those big smiles into the photography room. Thank you very much as well, Polly. So award number 9, another new one. It's the Health and Wellbeing Award. Now, this award shines a light on those supporting others with their physiological health, mental well-being, health and management of any of the other wider outcomes as well, supported by physical activity and sport, emphasising the vital role that being physically active plays in supporting our health outcomes. And presenting this award, I'd like to welcome on stage Tom Woodcock, who's Director of Treatment and Recovery from our category sponsor, the Calico Group. And Calico told us earlier that they, in such unprecedented times with rising inequality, poor health and poverty, it's only right that we recognise the contribution that people make to greatly improve the quality of others' lives through health and wellbeing initiatives. So, Tom, come on stage. Welcome this evening. Let's first of all take a look at our finalists on the screen.
The nominees for the Health and Wellbeing Award, sponsored by Calico and Spark, are Billy Project Community Interest Company, Jobs, Friends and Houses Recovery Organisation, Justine Taylor, Victoria Danson, Andrew Noble, Recovery Runners, Rose Simpson, Energy Body, Bounce Back Netball, Craig Baxter, Louise Rothwell. Our Health and Wellbeing Award finalists.
So we have another highly commended award in this category because the judges wanted to recognise the determination and kindness of people supporting others. So, Tom, if you would let us know who our highly commended winner is.
Well, highly commended for the Health and Wellbeing Award, Victoria Danson.
Our highly commended Health and Wellbeing Award goes to Victoria Danson. Aged 24, Victoria received emergency life-saving surgery connected to Crohn's disease and woke up in an intensive care unit with a stoma, her previous worst nightmare. In 2017, she decided to set up a support group to help those in a similar situation, the Lancashire Crohn's and Colitis Support Group. During COVID-19, Victoria continued to provide support online, including a health and wellbeing workshop. She also arranged a non-stop circuit challenge with members to raise money for charity and promote the positive impact of exercise on mental well-being, even with debilitating conditions. Victoria has helped many patients come to terms with their diagnosis, all on a voluntary basis with no funding. The next goal on her journey is to achieve full charity status. Our highly commended Victoria Danson.
Doing so much for the community. Well done, Victoria. Pop along over there and we'll get your photograph taken. She just said that her son said, "Mummy, you're going to come home with an award." Yes, you are, Victoria. Whoop, whoop. And now, Tom, it's time for the winner of the Health and Wellbeing Award whenever you're ready.
Thank you. And the winner of the Health and Wellbeing Award is Justine Taylor.
The winner of this year's Health and Wellbeing Award is Justine Taylor. Justine volunteers at Padiham Junior Park Run and also organises a running group with unique events including a baby ramble instead of a baby shower. In 2019, Justine encouraged her friends and members of the community to raise money for Durrian House Children's Hospital in memory of Tia, a local girl who sadly died and was close to her heart. They did this through a unique 10k run, 10 length swim and 10 mile cycle challenge and raised £3,085. During the pandemic, Justine contacted Burnley Leisure and Culture Group with suggestions for inclusive exercise videos for young people. These ideas were taken up and the videos were used in PE sessions at the school Justine works at and in others too. The winner of our Health and Wellbeing Award, Justine Taylor.
Congratulations, Justine. Clearly, you like to be busy. Where do you find all your energy and your enthusiasm?
I'm a busy person. I can't sit still. I'm always on the go all the time.
So do you find it incredibly important for people to be active and get out and about and things like that?
100%. I think it really is, especially during COVID. A group of friends who we had a WhatsApp group and we were always chatting on WhatsApp. But to actually get together again and just do what we love to do was just amazing.
And you've had so much support from your school, from your challenge, and from the community as a whole. Has it blown you away?
Definitely blown me away. But you know what? A star can only shine if it's got other stars around it. And my mates are just amazing. They're fab.
Well, you clearly are amazing as well. And I look forward to seeing your next lot of challenges as well, as you don't look like someone that wants to sit still. No. Congratulations to you, our Health and Wellbeing Award winner. If you want to go and get your photograph taken, revel in your glory as well. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Tom, as well. So our next category, Uniting Lancashire, that's the award. And this recognises physical activity and sports power to drive change and drive down inequalities. It recognises people, organisations, projects or initiative that promote diversity, equality and inclusion throughout their work in physical activity and in sport. To sponsor this award, I'd like to welcome Andrew Halpin, Senior Associate in the Employment Team at Forbes Solicitors, to the stage. Now, Forbes have sponsored this evening's Prosecco drink reception. So can we just raise a little glass to them right now? Cheers to you. And Andrew's been practicing employment law, so don't do too much drinking because you might need his help, for more than 15 years. And in that time, he's worked with loads of clients in both the private and the public sector. So Andrew, welcome on stage. Hello, good evening. Let's take a look at our finalists in action.
Finalists for our Uniting Lancashire Award are Grace Moss, Together We Can Do Blackpool, Padiham Library Walks, Lancashire TAAG, Together We Can Do Filed, KTZ Dance, Sophie Wilding. Our Uniting Lancashire Award nominees.
So then, once again, it was a very difficult decision for our judges, so they have shortlisted a highly commended winner as well. So Andrew, if you would let us know who that winner is.
The United Lancashire Award, highly commended, Sophie Wilding.
We'd like to recognise Sophie Wilding with a highly commended trophy. Sophie sets up groups with other supporting members to target vulnerable groups of people. This has included a Preston North End football session to bring in young people from the streets, a boxing club for ladies, and a baby play session to help isolated mums and dads connect. During COVID, she organised a wellbeing walking group to increase mental and physical fitness, alongside an elderly chair fitness group. Sophie spends many hours fighting to get help and support to encourage active fitness across all age ranges, but also runs a local food bank, sourced a knife disposal bin to help reduce knife crime, and ensured a defibrillator is available locally. Our highly commended winner, Sophie Wilding.
Sadly, Sophie couldn't be here this evening, so Suzanne from South Ribble Borough Council has been accepting the award on her behalf. Please give her our love, won't you? And take lots of photos for her as well, so she feels like she's here. Thank you very much. If you'd like to go, and now you have to have a photo taken as well. You weren't expecting that, were you? Right. Can I ask, did you have a glass of your own Prosecco this evening? Yes. Good. Right. A few. Brilliant. Right. Well, if you compliment us enough, I'll ask you to do the winner of this award, please.
Congratulations to Together We Can Do.
Our winner of the Uniting Lancashire Award is Together We Can Do. The project was set up during the pandemic to support disabled adults, helping them to take part in sport and exercise on a regular basis during a time when they became even more isolated. The club operates 3 sports sessions each week in Blackpool, St Anne's and Thornton. In addition, bi-weekly social nights are held in Blackpool. It has provided a safe and secure environment for adults with disabilities to take part in sport on a regular basis. This has improved the physical and mental health of attendees, and since opening, over 140 disabled adults have become registered members. The project is run by volunteers who deliver the sessions, and in some cases have lived experience of disabilities, making it an all-inclusive environment. Our winner of the Uniting Lancashire Award is Together We Can Do.
So welcome on stage, Howard and Jenny, isn't it? You set this up. And how much of a lifeline was this initiative throughout the pandemic?
It was surprising how it went from nothing to a large participation in a matter of weeks. And the people desperate to get out and socialise and exercise.
And obviously it's still in its infancy, but do you have any hopes or any plans for the future?
Well, we've got an aspiration to have competitions with other clubs with people with disabilities, and we're struggling to find other clubs. If there's anybody here who wants to play sport with disabled people, please come and see us, because we desperately want to have competition, but we need facilities as well.
And what does it mean to you to have won this award this evening?
Well, it means a lot to people here on the stage and all the volunteers. We've gone from nothing to 140 people with support in 18 months, and we're hoping to double that number in the next 2 years.
Well, long may that growth continue. Congratulations, guys. Very worthy of the Uniting Lancashire Awards. Together We Can Do, Blackpool and Fylde. And thank you very much. Go and have another Prosecco. Right, our penultimate award of the evening, Coach of the Year. Ooh. Just got chills. The award is presented to a coach or activator who has selflessly given up their time and invested their expertise to help those interested in sport and active lifestyles to improve their skills, their confidence, and realise their full potential. They've acted as a role model for many and shown a real commitment to improving the ability of others, both within the activity and beyond. And to present this award, I'd like to welcome a guy who I sat next to at dinner and have probably chewed his ear off already. It's Brian Cookson, OBE, to the stage. Brian is, let me remember if I remember this rightly, chair of the Active Lancashire Board, and throughout your career, you've worked in senior roles in regeneration, including one for the Pendle Borough Council. He's not only participated in the sport of cycle racing, but been involved in the governance of the sport on a voluntary basis, helping to transform the British Cycling Federation into an award-winning body, a national body, throughout the leading its board. And you've been elected as president of the International Cycling Federation, the UCI, as well. Is there anything you can't do?
Swim as good as you.
Brilliant. He was listening when I was talking to him. Amazing. So let's see who our shortlist of the year is.
Our shortlist for Coach of the Year consists of David Grierson, Ross Goodwin, Andy Ellis, Jack Durkin, Anna Blackburn, John Gedling. Stuart Nevin. Steve Clamp. Jane Billington. Steve Duxbury. Gillian Rankin. Christopher Morton. Our Coach of the Year finalists.
Brian Cookson. Do I have to say OBE? Oh, bloomin' heck. That's what it means. So please tell us the winner of Coach of the Year when you're ready.
So the Active Lancashire Awards Coach of the Year, the winner is Ross Goodwin.
The winner of Coach of the Year is Ross Goodwin. Ross set up a successful judo club from scratch, which has produced national champions, including those with special needs and international competitors. He has built a judo academy that continues to be inclusive for all, providing opportunities for all ages and genders and for attendees with disabilities. Ross's coaching style helps people feel at ease, boosting the confidence of attendees and helping them progress. He is proud of his Blackpool home and often visits schools to share his knowledge, passion and love for judo as a sport. Not only do the children he coaches learn how to protect themselves, but the values he teaches will support them for life within the local community. Our winner, Ross Goodwin.
Don't go anywhere, Ross. Can I just say, best dressed as well if there was an award for that. Very well done. So, what got you into judo? Is it something that anybody can pick up?
I got into judo by accident. I wanted to be a professional wrestler, so I got into that by accident, but the way judo captivates everyone and includes everyone, I wanted to be a part of that, and I wanted to expand it further into communities, so I took that role.
And obviously you dedicate so much of your life and so much of your time to the sport. What do you get from it?
I just get the joy from the students achieving things, so this isn't Coach of the Year. I want to bring this back to the team. You can't be a great coach without a great team.
And you obviously are a great coach, but how do you get the best out of your athletes?
We support each other non-end. Like, so they give me a reason to turn up every time, and that's it. We just support each other. We turn up on time, we work hard, we respect one another, and we appreciate one another.
And what do you reckon that your teammates will be saying when they find out that you're Coach of the Year?
They're not surprised.
Well, you'll have to get them working doubly hard, won't you? Any of the doubters out there. Our Coach of the Year, well done to you, Ross. And thank you very much as well, Brian Obluminek. Right, now our final award this evening. It is the biggie, it's the special one, the Jimmy Armfield Lifetime Achievement Award. Now this is for an individual who has made a huge contribution to sport and active lifestyles within Lancashire for over 20 or more years. That is some dedication, demonstrating a lifetime of commitment to this. There were loads and loads of worthy entries, and so many people have done so much to support countless others over the decades. And to present this award, I'd love to welcome Daniel Johnson, Director of Commercial Services at the Cardboard Box Company, our sponsor of this award. And earlier in the year, their Managing Director, Ken Shackleton, told us the company cares about local communities and those who make them stronger, with this award celebrating someone who no doubt has improved local health and also brought people together through their efforts. So Daniel, it's a big one. Are you feeling the stress and the tension? Okay. You're nervous. Imagine what the finalists look like. Shall we take a quick look?
Our nominees for the Jimmy Armfield Lifetime Achievement Award, sponsored by the Cardboard Box Company, are Linda Crook, Gabrielle Towell, Chris Keane, Jerry Grigor, John Brindle, Sue Penrith, Steve Ramsbottom, Harry Glynn, Joe Nelson. The Jimmy Armfield Lifetime Achievement Award nominees.
So it's that time. It's over to you. Daniel, please tell us who the Lifetime Achievement Award winner is.
Okay, the Jimmy Armfield Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Chris Keane.
Our winner of the Jimmy Armfield Lifetime Achievement Award is Chris Keane. Chris has devoted his life to helping improve the lives of other people living in the southwest area of Burnley. Chris has worked tirelessly to provide support to organisations such as the West End Community Centre in its various forms for around 40 years. In this time he has established the Community Interest Company at West End as well as the nursery, and worked tirelessly as a school governor at Cherryfold Primary School. He's been key in running school holiday hunger projects and activities, and organised volunteers to deliver parcels and food during the pandemic, as well as an annual Christmas present to hundreds of families. Chris also created and built a play area on his local recreation ground. Chris overcomes so many barriers every day, including constant financial challenges to keep the centre open when lots of people are living in poverty. Over countless years, Chris has raised hundreds of thousands of pounds for the South West Burnley area. He is an outstanding community organiser and the winner of our Lifetime Achievement Award, Chris Keane.
Now, sadly, Chris cannot be here, and the reason why is because he's doing a kids' disco, because he clearly is a community champion, isn't he? So we've got Paul Foster from Burnley Leisure, who will be collecting the award first of all. And then he does have a few words, because Chris does know that he's won, so you're going to relay a few words that he sent to us.
I am, yes. Thank you very much. So Chris says, thanks very much, and it's very humbling to receive an award of this type from your peers. I've spent 40 years living and working in our community, and while it may be poor, but it's full of inspirational and resilient individuals and families who support each other through thick and thin. A line from a wonderful song called Pride by Amy MacDonald sums up how I feel about our community. With my hand on my heart, the honest truth, there's nowhere I'd rather be. I'm truly blessed to have found a place in a community that has so many people who dedicate their lives to the health and well-being of others. None of us achieve anything on our own, and I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated volunteers who never give up.
I thought you were going to sing that bit from Amy MacDonald. So, obviously, you must know Chris. What is he like as a guy?
Chris, yeah, I do know Chris. I know Chris in a professional capacity. He's an absolute inspiration, not only to the community that he supports, but also to people like me and our teams and partners who work with, with people in the town. He's like we've seen for over 40 years. He's supported people, and it's a real achievement, and he really deserves this award. He's very, very humble as well.
Well, South West Burnley are incredibly lucky to have him, aren't they? And when he's finished his mini disco this evening, will you give him our love and tell him that we wish that we could have had him on the stage?
We certainly will, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of our Lifetime Achievement winner, thank you very much to Paul Foster. Thank you as well to Daniel. And, well, that's it. It concludes our evening this evening. Let me tell you, first of all, the important thing. The bar is open until 12 o'clock last orders. 12:30, it's when it closes. And we do hope that you've had a wonderful evening at the presentations in this beautiful setting at Ewood Park. A big thank you to all of our guests, our sponsors, our local authority representatives, and to all of the nominees who showcase the best of sport across the county. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. Thank you, everybody, for coming this evening. We do hope that you've enjoyed being here tonight. Thank you for all of your support. And on behalf of myself, Adrian Leather as well from the Active Lancashire team, good night, have a safe journey home, and hopefully we'll see you next year.